that argument vociferously because it's not true when you make any change to something as complicated as this.
And so his team is already mumbling under their breath, even though he and the Speaker had a 45-minute call last night. Officially, everybody says it was a good call. The Trump team is already mumbling under its breath. If this goes down, it's Ryan's fault. That Ryan tactically messed it up from the beginning. Ryan didn't reach out to the conservatives. It was Ryan's responsibility as Speaker to put the votes together. They're essentially the Pontius Pilate routine. This is not our problem. Let's move on to tax reform. But how does Donald Trump, if that's what happens today, and we don't know that, but if that's what happens today, if they pull this vote or this vote fails, how does that Donald Trump saying, this is not my problem, answer to this Donald Trump?
We have to repeal Obamacare, and it can be replaced, and it can be replaced with something much better for everybody. Let it be for everybody, but much better and much less expensive for people and for the government, and we can do it. So I've watched the politicians. I've dealt with them all my life. If you can't make a good deal with a politician, then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
That was his announcement speech. That was day one of Trump for president. If he can't make a deal with politicians on this issue he was talking about when he just made that point, is there something wrong with him? Is he not very good?
Think about this. He is essentially saying, this is what the message that was sent to the House last night. If you can't pass this bill, we're basically done with health care. We're just going to walk away and move on to other issues. He's 2 months into his presidency. To put health care basically aside and say we're not going to deal with this again is a pretty extraordinary thing. And if Republicans and this president believe that the Obamacare law is so detrimental to the economy and to Americans' health care, then that would be a real problem for him. And I don't know how you message that, and I don't know how you practically deal with that, because there's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace that's going to come up next year, and they're essentially making a bet that Democrats will bear the blame for that. I'm not sure that's going to be the case.
Or that they'll be